Once upon a time, in a small village nestled deep in the mountains, there lived a young disciple named Ken. Ken was dedicated to his practice of Zen Buddhism and had been studying under the guidance of a wise and respected Zen master named Hiroshi. However, despite his best efforts, Ken felt frustrated by his lack of progress. One day, Ken gathered the courage to approach his master and express his disappointment. He explained how diligently he had been practicing and studying, yet he felt as though he was not making any significant strides on his spiritual path. Hiroshi listened patiently to Ken's concerns and understood the young disciple's frustration. With a wise smile, Hiroshi reached into his robe and pulled out a small bamboo seed. He handed it to Ken and said, "Plant this seed, and observe it carefully." Eager to prove himself and seeking quick results, Ken accepted the bamboo seed with enthusiasm. He went to a quiet spot in the village, prepared the soil, and planted the seed with great care. With hope in his heart, he watered it daily, expecting to witness immediate growth. Days turned into weeks, and yet there was no sign of a sprout emerging from the ground. Ken became increasingly disheartened, questioning both himself and his master's teachings. He thought, how could such a tiny seed take so long to grow? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Feeling defeated, Ken approached Hiroshi once again, holding the unassuming bamboo seed in his hand. He voiced his doubts, expressing his disappointment at the lack of progress he had witnessed so far. Hiroshi, ever patient and wise, smiled compassionately at his young disciple. He replied, "Patience, my student. The bamboo takes time to establish its roots beneath the surface. Though you may not see any visible growth, it is quietly building a foundation for something remarkable. Trust in the process." Though Ken found solace in Hiroshi's words, he struggled to truly comprehend their meaning. Nevertheless, he decided to follow his master's advice and continued to care for the bamboo seed, even in the face of uncertainty. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Ken diligently watered the seed every day, even though doubts and impatience occasionally crept into his mind. But he remembered his master's teachings and persisted. Then, one fateful morning, as the sun peeked over the horizon, Ken approached the spot where he had planted the bamboo seed. To his astonishment, he discovered a small, delicate sprout emerging from the earth. It stood no more than a few inches tall, but its presence filled Ken's heart with joy. With renewed enthusiasm, Ken continued to nurture the bamboo sapling. He watered it, shielded it from harsh weather, and provided it with sunlight. Over time, the bamboo grew taller and stronger, defying Ken's initial doubts. Years passed, and the bamboo tree flourished, reaching astonishing heights. It stood tall and proud, swaying gracefully with the wind. Ken marveled at the tree's resilience and beauty, understanding the profound lesson it had taught him. Returning to his master, Ken expressed his gratitude and shared the transformative journey he had experienced through the growth of the bamboo tree. Hiroshi smiled warmly, acknowledging Ken's progress. He said, "You have learned the wisdom of patience and perseverance, my student. Just when you think nothing is happening, the fruits of your efforts will manifest before you." From that day forward, Ken embraced the teachings of the bamboo tree, understanding that growth and progress often unfold silently and invisibly, deep within oneself. With newfound patience and trust, he continued his journey on the path of Zen, confident in the transformative power of perseverance and the beauty that arises from it.